Have you ever wondered why rich people keep getting richer? The secret lies in a small but powerful idea lots of us miss, known as compounding. This is a way of getting more money from the profits we've already earned. Imagine a snowball at the top of a hill. Picture it rolling down, picking up more snow, and getting bigger and faster each time it rolls. This is a good way to explain the idea of compounding. In the world of money, compounding is very important for building wealth over time. Just like the snowball, the more money you put in, and the longer you leave your investment to grow, the more money you can make. Rich people understand this. They know that becoming wealthy isn't about making a lot of money all at once, but about making small investments that grow bigger over time. Let's look a bit closer to this. Compounding works by taking any money you earn on your investment and investing it again, which then makes even more money. So if you invest $100 and earn 10% profit, you end up with $110. If you invest that $10 again, it can also make a profit, which can make another profit, and so on. Over time, this cycle of making profits on profits can make your initial investment grow a lot. Rich people use this by always investing their profits again, making their wealth grow bigger and bigger over time. They understand that the secret to building wealth isn't just about how much you invest, but also about how long you leave your investment to grow. So, just like the snowball rolling down the hill, the bigger your investment and the longer you leave it, the more money you can make. This is why rich people keep getting richer. So, the bigger the snowball, or your investment, and the longer the hill, or the time it takes, the more snow, or money you collect. Now, what if I told you time plays a crucial role in this process? The power of compounding is not just about how much you invest, but also when you start investing. To illustrate this, let's take an example of two friends, Alex and Bob. Alex is a planner. At the age of 25, he starts investing a modest amount of $200 every month into a low-cost index fund with an average annual return of 8%. Bob, on the other hand, is a late bloomer. He doesn't start investing until he's 35, but when he does, he invests $400 every month into the same fund. Fast forward to when they're both 65. Alex has been investing for 40 years, while Bob has only invested for 30. Despite investing twice the amount per month as Alex, Bob ends up with significantly less money. Why is that? It's the magic of compounding. Alex's early investments had more time to grow. Each year, his money wasn't just growing based on what he invested that year, but also on the growth from the previous years. This is the principle of compounding. Your money makes more money. Now consider Bob. Even though he was investing twice as much money per month as Alex, he started 10 years later. Those 10 years made a huge difference. Bob's money didn't have as much time to grow and compound. So at 65, Alex has a much larger nest egg than Bob, despite investing less money overall. This example shows the importance of time in the power of compounding. It's not just about how much you invest, but when you start investing. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow and compound. So, don't wait for the right time to start investing. In the world of compounding, the right time is always now. Thus, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. But wait, there's more. What happens when you reinvest your earnings? Let's dive deeper into the magic of reinvesting. Imagine you're a magician, and your magic wand is your initial investment. With each wave of your wand, you create more money. But what if you could make your wand even more powerful? That's where reinvesting comes in. Reinvesting is like adding an extra layer of magic to your wand. Instead of pocketing the money you've made, you put it back into your investment. It's like planting a seed, then replanting the tree that grows from that seed. Each time you do this, your investment, or your magic forest, grows larger and more fruitful. Now, let's take a real-life example. Consider the case of Warren Buffett. one of the most successful investors of all time. Buffett didn't just invest his money and sit back. No, he reinvested his dividends, constantly adding to his magic forest. Over time, this strategy has allowed his wealth to compound at an incredible rate, transforming his initial investments into a vast fortune. Reinvesting doesn't just apply to dividends from stocks. It can also work with rental income from properties, interest from savings accounts, or profits from a business. The key is to keep that money working for you, rather than letting it sit idle. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill. The more snow it picks up, the larger it becomes. And the larger it becomes, the more snow it can pick up. That's the power of reinvestment. Your earnings become part of your investment, helping it grow faster and larger. So, the next time you receive a dividend check, or rental income, or any kind of profit, ask yourself, do I want to spend this now, or do I want to reinvest it and make my magic forest grow? Remember, every dollar you reinvest is a seed that can grow into a tree, adding to your forest of wealth. The magic of reinvesting is in your hands. Use it wisely and watch your wealth multiply. Reinvesting your earnings can significantly speed up your wealth accumulation. You might be wondering, does compounding affect all types of investments? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. Compounding works its magic on a wide variety of investment vehicles. Let's delve deeper into how it impacts different types of investments. Firstly, let's talk about stocks. When you invest in stocks, you are buying a small piece of a company. As the company grows and prospers, so does your investment. If you reinvest the dividends, which is essentially the money the company pays you for owning its stock, you end up buying more shares. Over time, the compounding effect kicks in, and your wealth grows exponentially. Now, let's shift gears to bonds. Unlike stocks, bonds are essentially loans that you give to a company or the government, and in return, they promise to pay you back with interest. That interest can be reinvested to buy more bonds, and, you guessed it, the power of compounding comes into play. The interest on your interest starts to add up, and before you know it, you're sitting on a nice little pile of wealth. Lastly, we turn our attention to real estate. This might seem different from stocks and bonds, but the principle of compounding still applies. When you invest in real estate, you're banking on the property value to increase over time. This rise in value is akin to earning interest. If you choose to reinvest this interest by buying more properties, the compounding effect starts to snowball, driving your wealth upwards. But remember, the rate of return can significantly affect the compounding process. Higher the rate of return, faster your wealth grows. However, higher returns often come with higher risks. So, it's important to strike a balance between risk and return. So, choosing the right investment vehicle is vital to maximize the power of compounding. Understanding where and how to invest is as crucial as understanding the concept of compounding itself. While compounding can work its magic on any type of investment, it's up to you to choose the right vehicle for your wealth journey. So, how can you use this secret to become rich? Well, the answer is simpler than you might think. It all starts with making the decision to begin your journey towards wealth accumulation. This decision, as simple as it may seem, is the first step on the path to riches. And the sooner you take this step, the better. Because as we've discussed, time is one of the most powerful allies when it comes to the power of compounding. So your first actionable tip is to start investing early. The earlier you start, the more time you give your investments to grow and compound. Even small amounts invested regularly can turn into substantial wealth over time. Now, onto the second tip. Regularly reinvest your earnings. This is where the magic of compounding really comes into play. When you reinvest your earnings, you're essentially adding more fuel to your wealth-building engine. Each time you reinvest, you increase the amount of money that is working for you, which in turn accelerates the growth of your wealth. And finally, the third tip. Choose investments with higher rates of return. While all investments carry some level of risk, those with higher potential returns can significantly boost the effects of compounding. Remember, compounding amplifies growth, so a higher rate of return can lead to exponential increases in your wealth. But here's the thing. Wealth accumulation isn't about getting rich quick. It's about consistent, disciplined investing over a long period. It's about understanding and harnessing the power of compounding to work for you. So, start today. Start small if you have to, but start. Reinvest your earnings. Choose investments with higher returns. And most importantly, be patient. Remember, the journey to wealth accumulation is not a sprint, but a marathon. And with the power of compounding, your marathon can lead you to extraordinary wealth.